It's the Late Show with Leto and Krayzie Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Let's get this thing going. Number one, first of all, how's your health? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, I'm back at 100, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, you know, went through a little spell, but I'm good, man.
Yeah, because, you know, it was in the news that Krayzie Bone's in the hospital. Everyone seen the photo, and people were like, what's going on with Krayzie Bone? Is he okay? So is it too much to talk about the health? Or
No, man. You know, I went through a little summer. You know, I have sarcoidosis.
Okay.
You know, it's an autoimmune disease, and it affected my lungs.
Affected your lungs?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, Man, one day I just started coughing up blood.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And I had to go to I actually drove myself to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? And when I got there, I'm thinking it was just gonna be an in and out procedure, but
Sure.
man, I ended up waking up 10 days later.
So you go to the hospital and then you woke up 10 days later.
Yeah, 10 days later, I was like, wow, it was crazy.
So who was around you when you woke up?
Man, just my wife was there at the time, you know, and like all my kids were there. You know, the group members were there, you know, like the Bone members was there. I was like, wow, you know, I didn't know what was going on. So when I woke up, I was like, what is everybody doing here? You know what I'm saying? And then they explained to me how serious it was. I didn't really know nothing until I woke up. I didn't know what I went through. I didn't feel nothing. I was never in any pain.
Okay.
At all, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a crazy experience once they told me everything I went through. It was crazy.
So you just coughing and you end up in the hospital. And
Yeah.
So as far as health-wise, are you in a better situation? Do you have any scares, anything to prevent what's going on? Or is this something that is part of your lifestyle now?
Oh yeah. It's definitely probably gonna be with me for the rest of my life. But it's something, my doctors told me it's something that I'll probably die with, not from.
Okay, I see.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably die with this, you know what I'm saying? Like whether I'm old or not, you know what I'm saying?
But not from.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good sign for that. Yeah. Definitely, you know, everyone loves you as a talent. You're one of the greatest artists in the game, especially in the group. And health is more important than any of the accolades or anything that you've ever done before. So definitely happy to have you here. We will talk about some of the beginning stages of your career. Did a lot of interviews, but in Cleveland, what was it like growing up in Cleveland as a young adolescent?
Man, Cleveland, you know, like Cleveland is very different. It's city, but it's a lot of country vibes.
Okay.
As well. You know, our music scene wasn't that big, but you know, we had like little stations to where I was able to stay up to date with the hottest music. Like we were closer to New York, so we only got on the main stations. We really only got the East Coast. But then when I heard about college radio, you know, I started tuning into college radio, and they used to play all the West Coast stuff. So that's how I tapped into the West Coast. And you know, like I said, the music scene was small, so like we had to go around. We had to like look for talent shows and like stuff like that, like just to try to get heard, because it wasn't no big Cleveland scene movement back then. There were some people doing their thing back then, but it wasn't as big as like New York and
of course,
you know, LA and stuff like
Absolutely. And when you say the group, like, when did the group formulate? At what age did you meet everyone and they come together? Did you go to school together? How did that come about?
Yeah, we went to school together. I met Krayzie Bone in the 7th grade. I met Lazy and Flesh in the 7th grade. Met Wishbone in the 8th grade, and met Busy in high school.
They're busy in high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Important question for those that don't know. Whose idea was it to start the group or come together?
Man, it was it was me and Lazy. Like,
you and Lazy?
Yeah, me and Lazy was always together. Like at first it was just me and Lazy. Like you say, that's why it's Krayzie and Lazy, because it was just me and him doing what we do. You know, in school we had a group called the Band-Aid Boys. It was me, Lay, Flesh, and another cat we used to rock with named K Chill from Cleveland. So, but like, you know, Flesh started focusing more on school.
Okay.
You know, like getting serious, and you know what I'm saying. Me and Lay, we never stopped doing music.
Never stopped.
Yeah, you know, and like we came up with the names Krayzie and Lazy Bone because it was just us. That was the foundation.
Where did the Bone come from?
Bone was the last name. You know what I'm saying? It was we wanted a name that would like identify us as family.
Right.
So you know, it was like Lay had his little he had this little crew when he lived in Texas. He had a little crew down there, and they was called Bone Enterprise.
Bone Enterprise. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and he made it up. You know what I'm saying? Like Lay made that up. So
Okay.
when he came back to Cleveland, he was like, "Yo, I was running with some cats down there. They didn't really rap, but he's like, our name should be Bone Enterprise." And so we was Bone Enterprise like for a while. We even did a local project, Faces of Death, and we was called Bone Enterprise. But before we came to LA, we decided to drop the Enterprise because we thought it was corny.
Y'all thought it was corny?
Yeah,
Well,
we like the Enterprise is corny. Let's drop the Enterprise, and we was just Bone.
Okay. Now it's just Bone. Okay.
Yeah. We was just Bone when we came out to LA to look for Eazy-E. We was just Bone, and we had a song called Thugs in Harmony, and Eazy was like, that should be our name.
Okay.
You know, because of the harmony. But we was like, yeah, but Bone is our family name. He was like, so just be Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Okay, so
And that's what it named.
Eazy kind of added the Thugs in
Yeah.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Did Tupac have an issue with you guys using thugs at all? Because, you know,
Man, I
he was
heard,
big on that.
you know, there was I've never seen it, but I heard that there was an interview that he did on The Box, back when The Box was out. Like people might not know about The Box, but,
Yeah.
you know, and he was saying that, you know, they laid down the foundation to the thug, and who was these thugs, something like that. I'm not sure. I've never seen it.
So you never seen it?
I've never seen it to this day, but like, you know what I'm saying, that's what somebody had told me. So, I mean, we wasn't really tripping, man. You know, like we knew where we was coming from, what we was talking about. And,
Okay.
you know, we wasn't tripping off that at all.
Okay. And now the Thugs in Harmony. I talked to you before the interview happened, and you spoken about how you guys started rapping on top of each other, and it sounded like a melody or a harmony.
Yeah.
Is that what transpired, the melody?
Yeah, I mean, man, we was always together. Like, you know, at some point we all lived with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, Busy lived with me in my house. I stayed with him. I lived with Lay. At some point, we all stayed at like one of our parents' house. So
Right.
we was always together, and when we would write our rhymes, like we would have ciphers. So like when one person was rhyming, the other four or the other three at the time would harmonize. I mean, not harmonize. We would ad-lib the rhyme.
Okay.
And it sounded like we were harmonizing. So when we would rap for people, they told us, they was like, man, it sounded like y'all harmonizing and singing. Like we didn't even know what we was doing at first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like people was telling us, they was calling us the rapping temptations. They was calling us they was calling us broke millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Back in the hood, like it was like, and we was I mean we wanted to be discovered, but we was just doing it because that's what we wanted to do.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you guys had such a street look. You know, you would wear the camouflage, the fatigue, and for you guys to be singing at a point in time, a lot of rappers, really no rappers were really doing it at all.
Yeah.
Which was very interesting.
Yeah.
Is that something that that Eazy-E had heard from you guys first, that the singing, and that's what attracted you? How did that come about that you even met him?
No, Eazy heard us flow fast first. He didn't because like once we came out to LA, we was out in LA for like maybe 2 weeks when we first arrived. And when we first arrived, the '94 earthquake happened.
Wow.
Like 3 days after we arrived, and I was like, it's time to go back. I was like, you know, I don't know about this trip, but you know, we stuck it out. You know what I'm saying? And we stuck it out, and then 2 weeks, like 2 weeks after that, you know, we had some friends from Cleveland that was actually going to school out here, and they had came out here, and they, you know, like Flesh came out here with them.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they pretty much had established themselves. They had like an apartment, but their apartment was in Visalia, California. That's like 3 hours away, like 3.5 hours away. So we go out there because it's really the only place we had to stay. And you know, we was out there for like 3 months. And we was like, yo man, we ain't gonna be discovered like staying out here. Like we gotta, you know what I'm saying, we gotta go back to LA.
Right.
So we knew some people in LA that said we could stay with them for a while. And We went back to LA.
So this is all on faith.
Yeah.
This is all on faith. I'm hearing that just say, okay.
Yeah, all on faith. We just came out here just looking for Eazy-E. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we went back to their house and we had got a call from somebody in Cleveland that helped us put out our local album. You know what I'm saying? The Face It to Death project. And then so he called us and he was like, I got the number to Ruthless Records. Do y'all want it? And we like, hell yeah, we want it. You know, like, let us get that.
Yeah.
You know, and so like he gave us the number and we just kept calling Ruthless every single day. We was calling like, you know.
Determination, just call.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one day, you know, the person working there, she was like, yo, I'm gonna make sure Eric calls y'all back today. Y'all been calling every single day. I'm gonna make sure he call y'all back. So he called us back and, you know, Busy picked up the phone. And he was like, I could hear E on the other line on the phone. He was like, yeah, can I speak to Bone? And Busy was like, yeah, this Bone, what's up? He was like, hey, what's up? There's Eazy-E. We was like, what? We like tripping. And so Busy, he was like, okay, hold on 1 second. Busy tossed the phone to me and was like, rap.
Why did he give you the phone for you to rap?
I don't know, but he just tossed the phone to me. He was like,
all right.
rap.
Okay.
And then like as soon as I said that, I just picked the phone up and just got the busted like, and he was like,
do you remember the rap you did? I mean, I know it's a while back.
Yeah.
You remember the rap?
Yeah, a few bars of it. It was like, it was crazy.
Come on.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's wild. So you rap.
Yeah.
Eazy-E, obviously he loves to rap.
Yeah.
What's his next step? He's like, I want to hear more?
Yeah, man, first of all, he was like, I think it was Jerry Heller and Hutch from Above the Law.
Yes, okay.
They were in the office with him because he was like, hold on for a second. And he put the phone down and I could hear him say, listen to this. Like, and then he was like, got back on the phone and said, say that again.
Rap it again.
Yeah, and then I rapped it again and I could hear people in there like, wow. And then he was like, where y'all from? Was like, we from Cleveland. He was like, I got a show in Cleveland in 2 weeks. Was like, cool. He was like, so look, let me call y'all back in an hour. No. He said, let me call y'all back in 2 hours. I got something I gotta go do, but I'm gonna hit y'all back. So, man, we was hyped.
Waiting.
Ran downstairs like, cause Lay and Flesh didn't know. Like we was up in, me and B was upstairs. I was like, bro,
okay.
We just talked to Eazy-E. They was like, man, stop lying. I was like, bro, he called us back. And then bro, the person we was staying with at the time, I don't know what she was on that day, but she left the house and locked the phone in her room. So all day we hearing the phone ring. We like,
nobody wanted to just kick the door down.
Should we kick it in? I mean, but that was the only place we had to live.
Okay, you can't do that.
Yeah. We weren't trying to be. I mean, we was already wearing out our welcome there. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay, sure.
So we was like, you know what? It clicked in our head as we said. He did say he got a show in Cleveland in 2 weeks. So, bro, we started hustling up money. Because we took one-way bus tickets out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have no money. We didn't have, like, nothing. Like, we was bumming it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, so we hustle up money. We call our family like, yo, we stranded out here. We can't get back. We want to come home. You know, we put the guilt trip on them. You know, everybody
so it's
anteing
like
up.
Western Union? Send you money? Okay.
Yeah, everybody anteing up money to get us home. So we took we got enough to get bus tickets back home because the dude that gave us the number, he was like, we asked him, we was like, bro, if we get back, can you guarantee us to open a spot on the show for Eazy? He was like, bro, that's no problem. I'm promoting it. I guarantee that.
Wow.
So we was like, oh, we got to get back.
Get home.
This is do or die. Like, that's why we was calling our family like, please, we stranded out here. Like, so we make it back. We opened up the show. He was performing at a nightclub that was owned by Joe Levert. It was called Verts.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying, baby? It was owned by Joe Levert, and he was performing there. So we got inside the club, and so we performed. Eazy didn't see us though, and so when Eazy went on stage, like we just blended. We blended with his entourage, like we was with him. when they was walking backstage, and
Like,
we
no
got
big deal,
backstage,
yeah.
and we got backstage, but when they went in their dressing room, you know, they closed the door on us. So we was just back there, you know, like chilling, and then Yellow Boy came outside,
Okay.
and we was like, yo, Yellow, can we rap for you? He was like, sure, go ahead. And like, so we started saying, I started, like we started saying the rap, and we said it to him on the phone.
Okay.
And Eazy stuck his head out the door and was like, yo, y'all the ones I talked to on the phone?
Oh, so he didn't even know.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
okay.
he was like, y'all the ones I talked to on the phone? We was like, yeah. And then he came out and started talking to us, chopped it up. He was like, yo, so what y'all trying to do? We was like, man, you already know, we serious with this. So he was like, here, take my number. He gave us his beeper number, he gave us his office number, and his house number.
Okay.
And he was like, matter of fact, meet me back at the hotel. We about to go there now. So we go back to the hotel, and he invited us into the room. He could do it. He sit down. We get the BG knockout, and Drayster was in the room.
Okay.
So Eazy sit out. He get the rolling up joints. You know what I'm saying? Get the rolling joints, and we get the rapping, and he just sitting back there like, I can see it. I can see it in his eyes. Dollar signs like, oh yo,
this is gonna work.
these dudes right here is crazy.
Yeah.
So he was like, when y'all want to leave? We was like, man, we leave right now. We ain't got no luggage. We ain't got nothing. Let's go. We ready to go right now.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, y'all call me tomorrow at like 12 or 1, and I'll have my people set y'all up bus tickets to get back.
That's how it happened.
Bro, yeah. And then the next, bro, we left there and went home telling our people, they was like, y'all are lying. No, y'all did not.
Yeah.
Eazy-E is not about to bring y'all back to LA. We was like, yes, he is. I'm telling you. So we went to the he booked us like 5 bus tickets.
Okay.
And he was like, go to the Western Union. He gave us $200 apiece.
$200 a piece.
$200 a piece.
No contract. He just strengthened. I like you guys. Okay.
Yeah. Gave us $200 a piece. Like, so when we get, like, so the bus, man, because when we hustled up money to come back to Cleveland to get to that show,
Yeah.
it was a rough ride. We didn't have no money. We didn't have nothing, bro. We starved on that trip, and it was a 2-day trip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was starving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was rough. So then going back, he gave us 200 each. Like, so it was lovely, and we was hyped that we on Eazy-E's dollar right now.
Sure,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So then when we get there, when we get to LA, we had this Mexican dude named Ed picked us up, and then he took us to the office. As soon as we get to the office, the person who made Eazy call us back, the secretary,
Yes.
she was like, so y'all, she like, so I hear y'all supposed to be the ones.
Wow.
And so that hyped us up. We was like,
Yeah.
Eazy-E said we the ones. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah.
like hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we was like, and everybody was just looking at us like, oh yeah, we can't wait to hear this. Cause man, we walked in looking grimy. I'm talking about like dirty, like just dirty
Struggling,
jeans,
yeah.
dirty shoes. Like we came in looking grimy. They was like, these little dudes look like they about to kill somebody for real. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, now that's interesting. So you come in, you're looking now. Was Dre there? Was anybody else that was
No.
part of the inner circle at that time there?
No.
Okay.
This when the beef and just was after Dre had dissed Eazy-E. That's
Okay.
one of the reasons we wanted to come out and sign with E, because we felt like E was the underdog.
Interesting.
Everybody was attacking E. We was like, yo, in our minds, we talking about we need to go save Eazy-E. Like,
So
you know what I'm saying?
did you guys feel like you guys were underdog as well? Because obviously you were talented, you were trying to make it. Is that what gravitated you to Eazy-E?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. And man, it's so crazy when we left there. The night we left there, we was in the hood with the homies. We was on my mother's front porch, and we didn't even think. I didn't even think we was gonna do this, bro. I didn't even think we was gonna be serious, you know, to actually get these tickets and come out here to LA on one-way bus tickets.
Yeah.
So when Flex came to my mama's house that evening, was like, I got the tickets. We leave tonight. My heart dropped. Like, what? We actually finna go to we actually finna go to LA? Like, I was like, man, I'm like, yo, I've never been outside of, like, you know what I'm saying, Ohio ever. I'm like, this is about to be crazy.
That's a dream come true.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you know, so when we get out here, you know, man, it was a whole different world for us. Like it was just like Eazy put us right in the studio.
Right in the studio.
Right in the studio. Like he came here, you know, he put us in a hotel and he got back like 5 days after we got in LA. And then he came to the hotel, gave us some money, took us to the grocery store, let us get what we wanted to get. Our dumbasses bought mostly liquor.
Okay, drinking. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
We bought mostly liquor, and then he like, I'm gonna come get y'all tomorrow. And then so he leaves, comes back the next day. He just get to taking us to different studios, like meeting different producers and like getting right to work. We didn't waste no time.
No time.
No time.
So as far as it's 4 people in the group, and obviously you all are sharing the pie.
Yeah.
Was there any issues with you guys signing the contract? And when you were signing the contract, were you aware of the type of contracts you were signing? Because obviously there's a lot of, you know, division between the contract negotiations that Eazy-E had with back then.
Man, no, it was actually 5 of us.
Yes, Flesh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, like, back then, where we was coming from, I just told you we walked up in the office dirty, grimy, like, back then, like, we wouldn't have cared if the contract said, I'm robbing y'all in, like, plain English. We were signing it.
Y'all signed it.
We signed it, like, no matter what.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's either this or we going back to that hellhole we was just in.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't no option, because like, I mean, this is Eazy-E, one of our inspirations. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get, like, especially back then, there wasn't no internet, there wasn't no YouTube. Like you don't get no, may not be no second chance like
That's
this.
right. I see. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you had to sign.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You had to sign.
Definitely.
Was Eazy-E more of a mentor, or would you say it was a friendship throughout the duration of when you guys met and signed? Because it wasn't too much longer when he passed away, correct?
Yeah, man. It was a little bit of both. Like he bonded with us fast. Like
Okay.
He had us with him every day.
Every day.
Every day. Like every time he like went to go do something, he was like, he used to come pick. He used to call us like, yo, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Y'all get ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we had to get ready, and then we go to somebody's video shoot. We go to take us to a bowling alley, like just kicking it with us, like take us to the studio mostly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we was just vibing with him, and he was just observing us and like how we moved and everything we did, and
Grooming you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knew he was on his way back with us.
Were you guys
Straight
ready
up.
to inherit the beef because of what he was going through?
Man, we got in it like, I mean, like I said, man, we was young and wild. We got in it like, what's happening?
Wow.
And he told us, he was like, you know, like, no, y'all, this has nothing to do with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all involved with this. I got way bigger plans for y'all. Y'all gonna be different. He told us, like, he said, y'all gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? And like, he was like, don't worry about that. But we was like, E, if we with you and something jump off, what you think we gonna do?
Of course.
Just
Right.
stand there, you know what I'm saying? Like, then everybody be talking about us. Oh, them, why you sign them? You know what I'm saying?
This is interesting because, you know, throughout the career, you guys are really the only group I can really think of that did songs with Tupac, Biggie, and Big Pun. It's really unheard of.
Yeah.
And throughout the duration of recording songs with both of them, obviously we know about the beef between those two. I don't remember anybody coming after Bone Thugs and Harmony in like a diss record or anything that I can recall of. Did you
Yeah.
guys have any beef with anybody with Tupac, Biggie? At any point in time, was there any rivals trying to come at you guys?
No, man. I mean, you know, we had a little spell with, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, and, you know, like,
Why do or die?
Twisted back in the, man, I don't, bro, like, it was, that beef didn't even mean nothing, because it didn't, I mean, it was just basically about who rapped the fastest, or
Okay.
the styles or something like that, bro. It was like, wasn't even nothing to stand on, you know what I'm saying? That's why we cool with those cats right now today, because we
Like
both,
Twister. Yeah.
oh yeah, we all came together like, bro, like, what we was even beefing over, and nobody knew, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
you know
It's
what I'm saying?
competition, maybe.
Yeah, Bro, that's all it was. And we could have and should have went about it another way. You know what I'm saying? We could have we could have brought it to the entertainment field. You know what I'm saying? Like we it would have been, you know what I'm saying, like much better. But like I said, there's no hard feeling with those cats. We cool with them. They're my brothers.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we looking to do something in the future, like for sure.
What happened to Mo Thugs?
More thugs. Yeah.
It was a collaborative group of artists. What happened
Man,
with that?
man, it really, you know, that was a very early time in our careers, and it was just like a lot coming at us. You know, we didn't, you know, our mentor died before we really learned the game. We didn't really get to learn the game with him. We just got to look at him and just like see what he was doing, a little bit of it.
Sure.
And then, you know, like, but we didn't really have no knowledge in the game. We were still very, very wet behind the ears when it comes to industry knowledge, and like, and all the money they was giving us, we just tried to imitate what we saw Eazy do. Went and got an office, went and signed artists, went and bought Benzes. Man,
Okay, all right.
you know what I'm saying? And we was just,
You're too young.
yeah,
You
just
understand the
young. You know what I'm
business.
saying? And I started to realize that at some point that, you know, that things weren't being ran right, and it could have been ran much, much better. You know, just at the time, I just couldn't get everybody on the same page.
I see.
Because we was all up, man, we was all young. This person over here, this person over there, you know what I'm saying? So it was, you know what I'm saying? It was something that came very, like, we was before our time with that, you know
I
what I'm
see.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
There was a
definitely.
lot of members.
Yeah,
It was a lot.
definitely.
For
I mean, you know, man, but we basically just came back and just started to put on for our city, you know, like
That's
all
right.
our
Yeah.
people and everybody from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying?
Well, so I want to talk about Eazy-E. When he passed away, what was the reaction? Obviously devastation, but how did you hear about it? Did someone tell you what was going on with him? And the second part to that question was, do you believe that he passed away from AIDS, or do you think it was something else that was done to him?
Man,
Because he
well,
looked very healthy.
I mean, well, when we first knew something wasn't right is when it was it was right before we moved back to Cleveland, and and we was about to sign a deal for our next record. You know what I'm saying? And no, not sign the deal. We were preparing to release our first album, These 1999,
Okay.
and we and at the end of that album, Easy had stopped coming around. It was hard for us to get him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so he called us back one day, and like he was like, I need y'all to meet me at the Ruthless office. So we rode over to the office, and you know he was like, and he didn't like go into detail and show us what was on the paperwork that he was showing us. He was
Okay.
like, but he opened some up. He was like, I'm about to switch everything up. A lot of people about to go. Like me and Jerry Allen. He was like, I just need y'all to like just stick with me on this, cause it's about to be a lot of changes.
Wow.
And we was like, okay, bro, man, that's all you had to let us know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we was cool with that. We was like, we riding. And so after that, that was the last time we saw him.
After that conversation.
Yeah. After that conversation, that was the last time we saw him. Because he was supposed to come to the studio to actually, because he was supposed to be on Mr. Bill Collector.
Oh, and he was just too sick to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he couldn't do it, couldn't do the verse, and then we was we went to go pick up we were supposed to go pick up our advance our advance checks
Right.
for the next album, and so we go to the office, and it's an attorney by the name of Ron Sweeney in the office, and we like, you know, like,
Who's this?
yeah, we like, who is this dude? And he talking to us like he's about to be in charge of running the company. I'm like, we all like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, So anyway, we get our checks, and we all moved back to Cleveland to establish ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We go buy homes, and you know what I'm saying, like take care of our families and everything.
Right.
And man, I'm chilling at the house one day in Cleveland, and my girl who was with me at the time, she's from here.
Okay.
One of her friends called. She was like, I asked Cray if he heard anything about Eazy-E having AIDS. And she asked me, I was like, what? I ain't heard nothing like that. That's crazy. Nothing.
Did you believe it?
No.
Okay, you didn't believe it.
No, because I'm like, I mean, something that big. I mean, you gonna,
Yeah.
So, so a couple of days later, I'm watching MTV. I'm watching videos on MTV, and the MTV news came on, and it said that Eazy-E was checked into the hospital with full-blown AIDS. I was like, nobody told us nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw it on TV, and after that, I think like a few days later or a week later, they said he died. I was
A week
like,
later, he died.
yeah.
Something was suspicious to you immediately between you and the bandmates?
I mean, yeah, man, yeah, it was real suspicious to me because, people that's about to die of full-blown AIDS. I've never seen a person that was about to die of full-blown AIDS look, you know what I'm saying, like that healthy just days before, like, I mean, I've never seen it. So, I mean, and I'm not on no conspiracy theory.
Okay.
It was just strange to me, you know what I'm saying, like.
So he passes away. Who's the new mentorship for yourself in the group? Or do you just don't have a mentor? You're just going through blindly?
Yeah, man, we didn't have one. We was running wild. We was running wild. We was guessing along the way. You know what I'm
Guessing
saying?
along the way.
And like, and the music was just so strong. That's what was carrying us.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It was the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was the family vibe that they got from us. From first Bone.
Yeah.
And then us bringing the rest of our More Thug family. It was the family vibe they felt with us. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the family vibe, is there a time where you almost broke up, where there was an argument, a situation, financial, something that happened where I'm out of here at any point in time or close to it?
Bro, I mean, it's always been like situations where people just, where dudes just step away, but I've never heard nobody say, I ain't never coming back to, I don't never want to be in this group again.
I see.
Ever.
You work it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes go do their thing. I get tired of them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they probably get tired of me. But I mean, it is what it is. Like when you're around each other for what, like 30-something years?
Yeah, right.
It's more. I know we celebrating 30 years, but we've been around each other way more than that.
More than 30 years, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, of course I know these dudes like I know myself, so of course they're gonna irritate me. You know what I'm saying?
Is there like an untold story about something that happened in a recording session or on tour that people don't know that you could share with us?
Man, I don't know. Like, I just, I mean, y'all probably saw the video, like with Eazy wrestling with Busy and Wiz. You know what I'm saying? That used to always happen, man.
Always wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, he used to come to our apartment, like start drama. You know what I'm saying? Like have everybody in there wrestling.
Yeah.
That boy was crazy.
So I have another question for you. When it comes to Biggie Smalls and the way he flipped his verse, everyone talks about he tried to sound like Biggie. And to me, when I heard it for the first time, I thought he was trying to emulate you guys. Was that something that you thought, wow, he's trying to sound like us because he's paying homage to us? Or did you feel like that's just how he felt on the record?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's man, I think it's both. You know what I'm saying? Paying homage and that's just the vibe he got. Like Big was a writer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you catch a certain vibe, like when you see how the vibe is going, like, and he didn't exactly like rap like us, like you know what I'm saying, like.
Sure.
But he did it in a way that made it sound like his own and something close to what we was doing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was dope.
It was still his own, but it was
Exactly.
close to what you guys were doing. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between being in the studio with Biggie and Tupac?
Man, well, I wasn't in the studio with Pac, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But just the times I met him, like, it was always energy.
Always
It was always
energy.
energy. He was always happy to see us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like and we always talked about doing a song. It was always, yeah, man, we need to do that. They gonna love it. We need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, and then it finally happened.
You only have one song together that you ever recorded?
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
unreleased?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
That would have been amazing to have more
Man.
music by you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about their beat, you know. It's crazy with the gun going off. It's just
Yeah, man, and you know that beat, we took that beat. That beat was a song that we had wrote for Eazy called Artillery Shop.
Oh, okay. So Eazy was supposed to be on it.
Yeah, me,
Okay.
I wrote a verse and Busy had wrote a verse for him.
Busy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now, what about Pun? What's like? Were you in the studio with Pun as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh, now, what was that like?
Man, it was dope because you know, like we knew Pun like way before the world even knew him. Like years before, we knew Pun like when we first came out. You know what I'm saying? Like because like Fat Joe was one of the first people that took us in. He was like, "Yo,
Really?
y'all family." Like so, we was around the Terror Squad all the time.
Really?
Like, yeah, bro. But we was in Fat Joe's video, like the Jealous Ones Envy.
Yes, I remember
That
that.
album. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we flew out to Miami.
Yeah.
We had him in our Thug Devotion Mo Thug video.
Yeah.
Like he came to Cleveland. So like they always like so we knew like Big Pun like when he was just like just chilling. But we always knew he had flow.
Yeah.
So when he started blowing, it was like, bro, this dude is about to blow. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like so it wasn't no thing and like, hey yo, I need y'all on my Thug Mentality album. Come on, man. Flesh got him on his album.
No
like,
problem.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All day.
The legacy of Bone Thugs and Harmony, where would you rank yourself as a group compared to the other rap groups? You have Outkast, you have UGK, you have Dipset. Like, what do you think is the separation between your group and the other groups?
Man, and much love to all them groups you said, because all those dudes got their own sounds. And that's just the thing, man. We all have our own sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was the last of a dying breed. You know what I'm saying? Like where people sounded different, even in the '90s era. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like people was sounding different. Those groups you named all had completely different styles.
That's right.
Outkast and UGK, both from the South, but totally different styles.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. Like people were original.
That's interesting. I mean, for me growing up, I mean, obviously Bone Thugs and Harmony, huge group. I just don't see any artists that sound like your group today. Obviously, they had their own sound, but you guys had a melody. You know, you had a
yeah.
sound to you that rappers still do to like the Drakes of the world, things like
Definitely. Oh yeah.
that. Do like the newer generation ever like come to you guys or want to do any collaborations with you because of the respect that they have for you guys?
Man, I mean, we get love all the time. You know what I'm saying? For the younger generation, they pay homage. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They, man, everybody know where it comes from. I mean, they may not, like their fans may not, but you know, like, man, we written in history. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, I'm never worried about like people like not recognizing or knowing who done what. You know what I'm saying?
Good, good.
We know what we done.
That's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people know too. You know what I'm saying? So
A lot of people know.
yeah,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? So we good.
Now, where are you with your faith? You know, your album, and you have an album that you just released. Tell us about that album you just released.
Oh yeah, Chasing the Devil,
Chasing the
Salvation
Devil.
Part Chapter 2.
The title, Chasing the Devil, where does that come from?
Man, just basically, you know, just trying to open the eyes of people, you know, that's out here chasing fame and chasing money. You know, that's really nothing but the devil holding those things up.
I see.
Like
Yeah.
making people sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? Like, and every time you get closer, he pulls it back just a little bit more to see how far you will go.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why, you know, like, and a lot of people are subconsciously doing it, and some people are consciously doing it.
Consciously doing it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what the album is talking about. It's like, you know, we got to watch out for that because, I mean, we all could do it. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
We all at one time wanted something that we know we did not even need. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But that's the world telling us we need it.
Do you remember at any point in your time where you were at your lowest that you could talk about? Because, you know, the spotlight is on you. Anything that you do is going to be in the news. Was there any point in time where you're like, I'm at a low part in my life? Because to make an album like this, you had to go through a lot of things to get
Oh
there.
yeah, man. Just the way I was brought up, man. You know, like my upbringing. You know, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, so you know what I'm saying. So I have a lot of insight on what the Bible says, and I'm able to compare it to what's going on in the world. And I must say, it's matching up perfectly.
End times.
You know what I'm saying? So just wanted to get that across, man, because there's so many people I heard that have no clue why things in this world are how they are. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason. All this is not just happening for nothing.
Yeah.
It's a reason all this stuff is happening, and it's leading up to something.
It's leading up to something.
Definitely.
So you're obviously a person of faith.
Oh yeah.
Are you still practicing Jehovah's Witness?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not baptized, but I'm looking in the near future to make that happen.
Okay, all right, absolutely. Do you think you'll ever get into like a more gospel type album? Because you're already speaking of things of like the world anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it like
Because Snoop Dogg did it.
yeah, but I wouldn't say gospel.
Okay.
You know, more spiritual music.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
you know, and but you know, because and it's also knowing and understanding how to talk to the younger generation as well. You know, because I have a lot of people that bought this album that made their kids sit down and listen to it.
I like that.
And said their kids love it.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like that needs to happen, like, for real.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I mean, I can't have you here all day. There's so many things that you've gone through. I just want to say I really appreciate you being on the show.
All love,
It means
bro.
a lot. It's all love. Real quick before we end, family. What's family like for you right now? What is Krayzie Bone watching like on TV, Netflix? What's family like for Krayzie Bone for people that don't know?
Man, right now, man, I'm watching. You know, when I'm at home chilling, man, I'm watching westerns, man. You know,
You
what I'm
watching westerns?
saying? Man, right now I'm watching 1883. I'm watching 1923.
Okay.
Yellowstone. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually working on the Ghetto Cowboy, the album. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
So,
All right. Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So
You
like,
not Love Is Blind. You're not watching Love Is Blind, or
oh no, man, I don't watch reality shows.
no reality shows.
I don't do
Would you ever
reality
do a
shows.
reality show?
No.
I know they've come to you before, right? Have they come to you to do a reality show?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And I've turned them down. man.
Is there a reason why?
Because man, you know, like most reality shows, to me, is a bunch of buffoonery.
Yeah.
I'm not about to sit here and let nobody throw no drink or none of that stuff. Like all that stuff is for like grown men don't even play like that. Like,
this
you know
is
what I'm
true.
saying? So I don't even put myself in like situations like that because all money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money. I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? So, and I'd rather not have that kind of money for real.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, well, it's been a pleasure. It's your boy Krayzie Bone Jr. Leto.
Yes,
and we
indeed.
out of here. Peace out, man. Thank you.